What is going into a new year sometimes feels so terrifying. Sometimes a little magnification will give you a better understanding of the bigger picture of how your year actually went. I think it's extremely beneficial to, reflect on your year, unpack it a bit, and think about what went well, what didn't go well, and how you've been able to grow from those failures or those mishaps throughout the year.
When you're first starting out, you probably don't have the portfolio built up to actually prove to clients that you can get the work done. So passion projects are where it's at. They allow you to flex your creativity, pursue the projects that you want to pursue, and then build up your portfolio so you can bring it forward to clients and show them that you have the skill set to get the job done for them.
Another thing that I think is crucial is to pursue things that make you feel uncomfortable. So for instance, for me, pursuing YouTube was something that really put me out of my comfort zone. I felt incredibly awkward talking to a camera, and it took a lot of practice in order to get used to it. I'm still very clunky when I turn on the camera and start recording, but putting myself out of my comfort zone is something that I want to take into 2024 with me. So I always thought that there's so many people out there creating content and putting information and knowledge onto the internet that, why would I bother say my 2 cents and put my videos out there when it's probably been said before. But what I realize is that everyone has their own unique take on a given subject. Sure, there might be some overlap with certain material, but at the end of the day, you're your own unique person. So you have had your own experiences. You've hopefully tried things out and, maybe failed a few times, but this allows you to have your own take despite maybe providing similar information. It just is refreshing to hear multiple people's perspectives on a given topic, despite certain information maybe being repeated. And then it comes down to realizing that, the more you put something off, the less likely it is actually going to happen. So I, for the longest time, kind of told myself in my head that I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I just didn't know where to start. I was kind of scared on actually putting myself out there, putting my work out there. And I realized that, it's actually not that bad. You just gotta do your first video, just start talking in front of the camera, and it comes a lot more naturally. And it'll amaze you how receptive people are to your work and to your thoughts and ideas. People want to hear what you have to say. People are curious about what's going on in your life and what projects you're working on. So, if you've been putting off starting a YouTube channel or taking on a certain project, whatever it is, just do it. And at the end of the day, you just have to trust yourself. Just believe that, despite maybe trying something and it failing, that you did the right thing by actually starting and actually attempting to undertake that project. Whereas if you had just complacently sat around and said, one day I'll do this, one day I'll, start a YouTube channel, then it's never going to happen, and you'll never know if you can succeed at that or not. You're always basically boxing yourself into this mindset of failure and this really negative approach. And so I found myself in that mindset for some of the early stages of 2023 when it came to my work. And it's just a matter of, again, putting yourself out of your comfort zone and just putting yourself out there for people to basically judge. I mean, the thing is that by you putting your work out there and your opinions out there, a lot of people who are commenting negatively on these projects or on these videos, they haven't done what you've already done. Typically people who have put themselves out there, have started a YouTube channel, have, you know, started a podcast, whatever it may be, they're not going to be the ones who are criticizing you. They know the struggle of actually starting these endeavors. So they'll, if anything, be supportive of you stepping out of your comfort zone, and they realize that it takes guts. It's not as easy as people think it is. So another thing that I've realized is that you really can never know enough. And basically, as soon as you ever get into the mindset that you know everything there is to know, that's when you're going to be on a downward spiral, and you're going to see your career no longer flourishing. It's basically just an ignorant belief that you will ever come to know everything there is to know. There will always be some new skill set, some new piece of knowledge that you can add to your repertoire. So I try to learn at least one new thing every day. And it sounds like a lot, but I like to put it in perspective. I don't try to learn anything too substantial. It's not like I'm trying to learn a whole new curriculum or a whole new theory behind something. I'm basically just trying to add a little something each day to my repertoire and to my skill set. And so in the new year, one thing that I really want to learn more about is lighting. So I want to be able to dial in my lighting techniques to ensure maximum efficiency when it comes to going on set. And basically it just allows me to, it gives me an excuse to play around, be more creative, and try new things. So another thing that I want to get better at is being able to ask people for help. So for the longest time, I thought I had to do everything by myself. So I thought I had to do all the pre-production, all the shooting, all the lighting, everything like that. But what I didn't realize is that I could actually ask someone just to help out. And it could be a great learning experience for them. It could be a learning experience for me on how to properly work with people on set. And what I kind of didn't take into account is that a lot of people do actually want to help out if they're given the opportunity. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a paid opportunity, but people want to help you out if they're given the chance. And if you got a cool project on the go, why not bring someone on to make your life easier?